Hey guys, it's me Chandra again. So today's video I want to cover for the first day impression of Duet Night Piece. And in here also I want to compare from my past experience from CVT from Duet Night Abyss itself. I want to share like what I feel they improve or not. And yeah, so let's get started. And a little bit reminder, because this is first day impression, for sure I can change my opinion in the future, and also I will not cover too like complicated. It's mostly just a simple how I experienced through the launch day. So let's start first with the story. The story in general, I can say it's alright. Basically the problem is that we separated from the Berenica itself, which is the girls like the first time we encounter, and after that the main objective actually to find her. But no, in the middle we find like trouble, meet friends here and there, and yeah, we learn more about the world, the Karen, the human, like they have like discrimination something here and there. And yeah, they start to continue in here, while in the same time try to find a way to try to also get how to reach to Berenica. Another thing also, this game also emphasizes like the dual perspective, because apparently like we kind of have two different like other self, I guess. The one that right now is Karen, and I assume the other one is human though. So you kind of have two different sides of the story too, which is, I can say, it's interesting concept. And from what I see from the CBT and even until now, the story nothing changed that much. They changed a little bit in Psyche. In general, the outline is just pretty much the same. To be honest, I like actually the most in Psyche part. The rest, like especially the human part, is just really whatever. And then Fantasio is, so in general, it's alright, but I can say like there's some part that good, some part is boring, but luckily they have skip button. So if you find like it's not interesting, you can just skip. Next part, let's discuss regarding art. So art in here, I will talk about the character design, the modeling, and of course, I will include like the animation and also like how they present into the cutscene itself. So overall, I can say in terms of character design, it's possible. I can say there's some of the design that good, some of them the one that whatever. So yeah, in general it's possible. I can say I can see some people like it, some people don't like it. In general it's fine. In terms of model or the graphic itself, in general I can say Duet Night Abyss graphic is, I kinda say it's already quite outdated. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. It just reminds me a little bit like Starrel, but a little bit better, because the part that's a little bit better, it has at least texture, but the rest is just quite remind me of Honkai Starrel though. So if you want to compare like Wua or even like the recent future game that you say like Silver Palace or Arctic Anvil, I feel those graphic looks a lot more like in advance right now compared to DNA. So that's why in general I feel like in terms of 3D modeling it feels a little bit outdated though. And in terms for the animation and the cutscene, how they present the story, in general I can say it just alright. I can say it's not really that super expressive like Wua. I can say it's just quite similar like Genshin Honkai style, not really that expressive. Some the movement feel clunky in terms of like the animation itself in the cutscene, which is, I can say they can improve that. Especially the one that bothering me is the lip sync. Sometimes like the lip movement is not great at all. It just feels very cheap, especially Camilla. I don't know why I think it's bug or something. It just feels so weird. The movement feels so weird, or probably it's even bug though. So I feel uncomfortable to see Camilla lips movement though. And some NPC feels like they don't put effort in terms of lip movement. So yeah, there's part that they can improve in there though. In general, I can say in terms of art, modeling, cutscene, the animation, it's alright. It's possible, but nothing crazy also. It still feels a little bit also outdated. And compared to CBT, in terms of modeling like 3D, the graphic, it's actually improved, which is, I can say, good. But in terms of animation, I don't think that much improvement. The next part is gameplay. The gameplay in general feels like Warframe, although the last time I played Warframe like over 5 years ago and very brief, but it just give me a little bit remind of the Warframe itself though. So it tend to be more floaty compared like how you play maybe like other gacha like Genshin Impact, where you will feel more weight, but this one feel more floaty. And of course the movement doesn't feel like too much connected or like synergy like how smooth you maybe play Impact. This just feels a little bit more like separated. Sometimes you use skill, the animation choppy if you want to use basic. It's kind of like suddenly cut out something like that. So it's not as smooth as Duet 2 though. So it's kind of tend to be a little bit more choppy and floaty. And in terms of like each of the character, they have skill and ultimate, and that's basically it what make it different. Basic attack in general is pretty much the same though. Although I can say compared to the CBT, they improve a little bit in terms of gameplay. It doesn't feel too like copy and paste, because before all the character almost feel copy and paste. At least in here they try to amplify it a little bit though. And in terms of mechanic, also they don't introduce something like we can say revolutionary, let's say like Genshin Impact, like have elemental reaction here and there. They have like just typical normal action game where they have like weakness exploit, so it increase the damage when you that weakness exploit, like stance break, also like DOT, typical like action stuff in here that quite normal you will encounter. So there's nothing literally revolutionary. And in terms of game mode, although this is no longer a gacha, but in general, the fundamentals of this game is just quite similar like the typical gacha games like Wua Genshin, where it has like domain that you can farm like materials here and there. Instead, like there's no more stamina anymore, which is good. You can farm whatever that you want. It has events, and also it has like end game mode that give you a bunch of reward, because we no longer have like gacha, so they give the character shard instead. So it's quite similar, basically like how like Abyss or even like Tower City, they give like basically something things like that. In here we have like that, but of course with the touch of DNA, the end game, to give you like shard here and there. So yeah, basically the fundamentals, if you're already familiar with these gacha games, like basically the game was quite similar. And in terms of the exploration, of course it's quite similar like Warframe itself, or if you come from gacha like Honkai Star Rail, where it has map but it's not fully open world, but there's still some place that you can explore, do some mini games, get treasure here and there. So it quite like that, but not as much like Genshin or even Wua. It's just like more simple, toned down. And if some of you find like how the farming in this game is a grindy or not, because this is really up to you. You can just take based on you can make it super grindy, or you just want to take with your own time. Basically just really up to you though. So regardless is it grindy or not, it just really depends on you though, how you will treat this game. But the one I can say, the way they do the farming right now, it's a lot more simple, because before like on CBT it's so tedious. Some of them is so long that I feel like, my god, like one stage maybe like over 2 minutes, it's very long. Right now it's quite fast, which is, I can say that's the part where I like it though. And the last part regarding cosmetic and the gachas, because right now the gacha is only in cosmetic, so I just combine though. Overall I can say in terms of cosmetic, it still give me the same vibe like how they did on CBT, which is good. You can change pretty much like all the color for the weapon, skin itself, which is, I can say it's good though. So it can make your skin even feels unique. They also have accessories that you can equip, but I can say like there's nothing like super crazy. Most of them I can say just looks cute. And for the gacha in here that I want to talk a little bit, mostly I can say the gacha is just a standard CN gacha, 90 PD, soft PD 76 and above. But I want to give you a reminder again, the gacha for the limited one is not carry the PT to the next limited skin though. Which means that if you want to pull the limited skin itself, make sure you have enough pull, or make sure you won this skin. If not, it will become a waste, so be careful. And in addition, they have like traditional like other, I can say, live service game. They have battle pass, monthly pass that you can buy. You can get basically pulls in here for your cosmetic itself, which is, I can say, still good. And if you wonder how fast you can get the character, because I haven't deep dived so much over like those part, but in general I can say you can get a character around 1 month or 2 months, which in general I can say for free to play, can it say it's not bad though. And that's not even include if you want to get the highlighted character. So technically you can get the one that you won and the one that highlighted, or we can say like the new character itself, which is, I can say it's not bad that. But of course, like they already stated before, you can just play the story and you can get around 7 character, which is, for me, it's not bad. That's also pretty good too. And for the optimization, I can say, to be honest, in my side, I don't encounter any big issue in terms of optimization. I know some people say it's laggy, froze, or even you cannot even log in, FPS drop, and I see a lot of people find like the game very unoptimized. But in terms for me, everything actually pretty alright though. It has some, of course, like minor optimization issue, like the voice didn't come out there's some like text that they forgot to translate, but it's only like small part. The character didn't move, so I just need to restart, but that's only one time. In terms of like login, I don't have trouble at all. I use 8 different accounts. I try to log in here and there. It's actually no problem at all. FPS drop, I don't have any significant FPS drop, only once in a while, but it's not that much, especially for the first day. This is actually not bad, at least for me. And for me in general, it's even better optimization than Monster Hunter Wild, but probably I'm only getting the lucky part. I don't get the other like people experience, so I'm not really sure, but at least for me the optimization not much an issue for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my first day impression for Duet Night Abyss. Basically, overall, I can say, if you ask my general thought, it's alright. It's a fine game that if you want to kill your time, it's literally a decent alright game though. I don't know what the best to describe, but I think the only thing I can say is just fine, okay, decent game for you to kill time though. Basically it. Because there's nothing really that truly outstanding. There's nothing truly that big or like something like innovative here and there. It's just alright, decent, fine, but also in the same time it's not offensive. There's nothing like too terrible here and there. It's just alright game though. And to be honest, actually I'm more excited for 1.1 mostly because the one that is in 1.1 more promising than what they show for the release. And as per right now, I think I will still keep playing this game and want to see more how they progress through different patch, and I will decide better for the future whether I want to be more invested into this game or maybe even quit though. As per right now, still not really sure, but I will still keep playing for a while. So if you ask me is this game is worth to play or not, then I can say worth is just very depends on your expectation in the end of the day. But the one I can say is that if you really expect like this game will be like, oh, this game have to beat WUA, ZZZ or like AAA game, something like that, then you might be of course disappointed, because I already say before, this game is just like alright, decent, okay game for you to killing time, nothing more or less, nothing like crazy or like super like innovative, but it's also very inoffensive, like it's alright. So in the end of the day, I think my advice is that because this is also free to play, there's no gacha, I think there's no really harm for you to just give a try. Then just give a try, maybe you will like it or maybe you don't like it. So yes, pretty much that's it. If you like this video, feel free to hit subscribe button, like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.